Imagine if I shared with you that Edgar Cayce revealed that a person's presence in your dream is never by chance. Remain attentive, for the insights you are about to uncover will permanently alter your perception of dreams. For more than 4 decades, Edgar Cayce, widely recognized as the sleeping prophet, performed countless psychic interpretations while in a deep trance. However, a significant discovery remains largely unknown to the general public. Cayce uncovered revolutionary truths regarding the reasons certain individuals manifest in our dreamscapes. And I must caution you, this is not merely a comforting notion. Instead, it concerns the profound concealed bonds between spirits, which modern science is only just starting to comprehend. As Edgar Cayce explained, when an individual enters your dream, your subconscious mind is not simply projecting arbitrary scenes. On the contrary, an occurrence of much deeper significance is unfolding. Cayce asserted that dreams serve as the rendezvous point where the conscious and superconscious minds converge. It is a dimension where the constraints of time, spatial boundaries, and corporeal restrictions simply fade away. Before unveiling Cayce's most astonishing discovery about dream visitors, let me ask you this. Have you ever woken from a dream about someone, feeling their actual presence right there? That sensation is not merely imagined. Edgar Cayce discovered the reason for this, and it will astonish you. Cayce uttered words that transformed our understanding of dreams. He stated the subconscious mind forgets nothing, ever. Consider that for a moment. Every person who has touched your life, every emotion felt, every connection made, all are stored in what Cayce termed the Akashic records of your soul. But here's the intriguing part, and I need your close attention, as many miss this crucial detail. According to Edgar Cayce, when someone appears in your dream, it's not simply a memory being replayed. Cayce found that dreams operate across multiple dimensions at once. Through his interpretations, Cayce uncovered that the realm of dreams grants our awareness entry to what he labeled the collective consciousness, an expansive web interlinking every spirit. When a particular individual appears in your slumber, Edgar Cayce suggested it signifies one of 3 possibilities unfolding, and the third one is sure to astonish you. Firstly, your spirit is addressing an unfinished spiritual link with that specific individual. Secondly, that individual's essence is genuinely extending itself toward yours across the subtle, energetic realm. However, the final explanation, this is where Cayce's insights become most deeply insightful, and it's a concept that will challenge your fundamental perceptions of existence. Edgar Cayce uncovered that certain individuals manifesting in our dreams are, in fact, premonitions of upcoming soul encounters, people we are yet to cross paths with in this present life, but are nonetheless fated to connect with. I understand this might seem extraordinary, yet please bear with me. For the compelling proof Cayce shared across a myriad of recorded instances will surely leave you utterly astounded. The true inquiry isn't about the reality of what's presented. The actual question is, are you prepared to truly grasp what your dreams are genuinely communicating to you? Now, let's consider a profound insight Edgar Cayce unearthed, an understanding frequently overlooked by many contemporary dream specialists. A comprehension of this particular concept promises to forever alter your perception of your nightly visions. Cayce posited that our waking awareness resembles a small landmass adrift upon a boundless sea. This vast expanse, he explained, represents your subconscious realm. Yet, in contrast to the prevailing notions of modern psychological thought, Edgar Cayce unveiled that this subconscious deep is not merely unique to each individual. Instead, it shares an intricate connection with every other essence that has ever drawn breath. When an individual manifests in your dream state, Cayce suggested your subconscious functions as an advanced sensory apparatus, attuned to frequencies of the soul that remain imperceptible to your conscious awareness. Imagine it akin to a universal radio, precisely dialing into particular broadcasts. However, there's a particular revelation that might send a shiver down your spine. Cayce disclosed that your inner mechanism doesn't arbitrarily connect with just any individual. According to Edgar Cayce, the individuals appearing in your dreams are spirits with whom you possess what he termed soul memory patterns. These represent profound karmic bonds, extending far beyond the scope of your present existence. Perhaps you once shared a romantic connection in ancient Egypt. It's possible you were siblings during the medieval era in Europe, or perhaps you were teacher and pupil within the civilization of Atlantis. Indeed, Edgar Cayce dedicated considerable discussion to the topic of Atlantis. Yet, there remains a deeper dimension to this narrative. What I'm going to share with you now may seem incredible, but given Edgar Cayce's recorded precision rate exceeding 85%, it becomes truly compelling. Cayce revealed that your deeper mind holds not only the events of your current life but also the emotional echoes from every one of your previous incarnations. When a person appears in your dream, Edgar Cayce explained, it is frequently because your spirit identifies them from prior existences. Your waking awareness might prompt a thought like, "Why am I dreaming of my elementary school teacher?" Nevertheless, your inner being comprehends the profounder reality. According to Edgar Cayce, your third-grade instructor could have previously been your mother or father, your life partner, or perhaps even your offspring. Although the roles may shift, the spiritual bond persists, unwavering through successive incarnations. Can you now begin to grasp why particular individuals seem so recognizable upon your first encounter? Edgar Cayce possessed these insights many years prior to anyone else even formulating such inquiries. He uncovered a truth that quantum physics is just now starting to validate, a revelation set to entirely transform your perception of interpersonal bonds. Yet, before I unveil this profound finding, allow me to recount an experience shared by countless individuals who consulted Cayce. Consider if this narrative resonates with you. You find yourself dreaming of an individual you haven't communicated with in quite some time. This dream feels extraordinarily lifelike, virtually surpassing the vividness of waking life. Subsequently, within a day or two, that very individual reaches out to you unexpectedly. Mere chance? Edgar Cayce declared, certainly not. Edgar Cayce suggested that what many refer to as chance occurrences is, in fact, an indication of what he labeled soul telepathy. He found that if two spirits share a powerful karmic bond, they stay energetically connected, irrespective of any physical separation or duration of time. He pictured this connection as unseen strands of light joining one heart to another, one soul to another. Yet this is where Edgar Cayce's insights become particularly captivating, and it's worth paying close attention, as this concept might illuminate a great deal about your personal experiences. Cayce disclosed that while we slumber, our souls are not bound within our physical forms. He learned that the soul journeys, encounters other souls, and exchanges thoughts on what he referred to as the soul plane. When you experience dreams involving another person, Edgar Cayce suggested, it's possible your soul is truly encountering theirs within this elevated realm. Take a moment to ponder this idea. Edgar Cayce proposed that the remarkably clear dream interactions you've experienced with a former partner could, in fact, be genuine dialogues with their very soul, while both your physical forms rested in slumber. He didn't view this as symbolic. Rather, Cayce regarded it as an undeniable reality, a conclusion drawn from countless psychic consultations. Through his work, Edgar Cayce discerned that powerful emotional bonds forge what he termed psychic connections between individuals. These vital links do not simply sever when a romantic relationship concludes, or when individuals find themselves geographically separated. They maintain their vibrancy, pulsating with subtle energy, continuously conveying thoughts and feelings between those connected. Yet, there exists an even deeper revelation that Edgar Cayce brought to light. This particular insight promises to reevaluate much of what you might hold true regarding personal volition and predestined paths. Cayce asserted that on certain occasions, when another person manifests in your dream state, it signifies an invitation for your higher self to participate in a profound soul gathering. From Edgar Cayce's perspective, these are not mere coincidental meetings. These are prearranged encounters, set by your very essence, even prior to your arrival in this current existence. We are now approaching the core of Edgar Cayce's most significant revelation, and I assure you this insight will likely be entirely new to you. However, a gentle caution. Once you grasp this concept, your perception of your whole life may begin to shift. According to Edgar Cayce, the spirit always seeks completion. It leaves no task unresolved. Indeed, never. Based on his extensive collection of readings, numbering in the thousands. If an individual frequently reappears in your nocturnal visions, it signifies a connection he termed soul debt shared with them. Yet, there's a common misconception regarding the nature of soul debt, and Edgar Cayce offered very precise clarifications on this matter. Its true purpose is often different from your initial assumptions. You might mistakenly conclude that visions of a past partner arise from a romantic longing. However, Cayce's insights revealed that the spirit functions on significantly more profound planes. As Edgar Cayce explained, that former companion could, in fact, embody a spiritual lesson concerning self-value, one which you have yet to fully comprehend. The challenging parent in your dreams may impart lessons on forgiveness spanning many lifetimes. Or the friend who once disappointed you. Edgar Cayce proposed your souls willingly undertake these roles to foster mutual growth. Here's a truly remarkable insight. Edgar Cayce revealed that prior to birth, our souls consciously select the most demanding relationships of each lifetime. We actively choose those who will cause us pain, bring disappointment, and prompt our growth. From the soul's viewpoint, Edgar Cayce stated, "There are no victims, only volunteers." But there's a deeper aspect to this narrative. What follows clarifies why some individuals struggle to release particular connections, no matter how toxic. Edgar Cayce disclosed some souls are intrinsically linked by what he termed karmic contracts. These agreements span many lifetimes, concluding only when both souls have mastered their shared lessons. Edgar Cayce suggests an explanation for that mysterious pull you might experience towards an individual who isn't beneficial for your well-being, or why the recollection of someone long departed lingers stubbornly in your mind. Your inner self holds knowledge unknown to your waking awareness, understanding that such a bond fulfills a more profound destiny. He also found that if a particular person frequently features in your nocturnal visions, your deeper being is truly communicating with you, highlighting unresolved aspects that require mending, understanding, or resolution within that soul relationship. These dream experiences are not meant to torment, but rather to serve as direction. Cayce proposed that the swiftest method to cease dreaming of someone is to bring closure to the spiritual lesson embodied by their presence. In some instances, this means extending pardon. At other times, it involves voicing affection. And occasionally, it's merely grasping the profound spiritual significance underpinning your shared journey. It is at this point that the insights unveiled by Edgar Cayce truly transcend conventional understanding. Please focus your attention now, for this concept alone could truly transform your entire understanding of relationships and personal growth. Edgar Cayce unveiled what he named the soul reflection principle. It clarifies why specific individuals reappear in your dreams repeatedly, even when you believe you have moved completely past them. Cayce taught that every person in your life, particularly those who appear in your dreams, embodies a distinct facet of your very own soul. This, however, is not just a New Age notion. Cayce substantiated this principle with thousands of past life readings, unveiling intricate soul connections among individuals. Cayce explained that dreaming of someone who made you feel deeply cherished reveals your soul's inherent capacity for affection, which you might not be expressing in your present life. And if you dream of someone who deeply hurt you, Cayce found it to be your soul's quiet call to heal that wounded part within yourself. However, what I'm about to share may surprise you. This was a point Edgar Cayce emphasized distinctly in his various readings. On occasion, the individuals you encounter in your dreams aren't actually about those particular persons at all. They act as soul mirrors, reflecting back facets of yourself that require your gentle focus. Edgar Cayce taught that your deepest self chooses to present familiar visages in your dreams because your waking mind is naturally drawn to recognizable individuals, yet tends to disregard abstract signs or unfamiliar countenances. This is essentially your soul's gentle strategy for drawing your attention. Cayce observed that should you dream of an individual embodying confidence and achievement, your soul may be subtly encouraging you to embrace your inherent strength. If your dream features someone who appears inventive and unconstrained, Edgar Cayce would suggest, your inner spirit is prompting you to unveil your true nature. Therefore, Edgar Cayce consistently recommended that individuals inquire not merely, why am I encountering this person in my dream? But rather, What characteristic does this individual personify that I am meant to cultivate within myself? Drawing upon Edgar Cayce's insights, it's observed that once the unique lesson embodied by an individual is fully assimilated, dreams featuring them frequently cease on their own. This isn't due to their memory fading from your mind, but rather a sign that you've achieved a sense of completeness within that particular aspect of your existence. Yet, there are further insights from Edgar Cayce regarding these apparitions in our dreams. The knowledge I'm poised to impart next will unveil a spiritual layer that often eludes general awareness. What I'm going to share with you now represents Edgar Cayce's deepest revelation concerning the reasons individuals appear within our dreamscapes. This understanding holds the potential to utterly transform your path of spiritual growth, enduringly. Cayce found that our existence isn't confined to a single lifetime. Instead, we experience hundreds, perhaps even thousands, of rebirths, each linked by an unbroken, everlasting thread of the soul. And in Cayce's view, those individuals who consistently populate our nightly visions constitute what he termed our soul group. This refers to the very same collective of spirits who journey and reincarnate alongside us through countless epochs. Take a moment to truly ponder this concept. Edgar Cayce proposed that the individuals comprising your immediate family, your closest companions, your most significant romantic partners, and even your most challenging adversaries are very likely spirits you've known for countless ages. The specific roles they inhabit may shift. For instance, your current mother could have been your child in a past life, or your life partner might once have been your sibling, yet the fundamental soul connections between you remain unwavering. However, Edgar Cayce uncovered something else that possesses the power to truly captivate you. Sometimes, when an individual manifests in your nocturnal visions, particularly if you experience an immediate, profound sense of recognition toward them, it signifies that your spirits have recently come together again after many ages apart. As Edgar Cayce explained, groups of souls frequently disperse and then reconvene across diverse earthly lives to fulfill distinct spiritual objectives. When someone from your soul group appears within your dreamscape, Edgar Cayce indicated it often suggests a mutual readiness to reestablish contact and further your shared journey of spiritual development. Edgar Cayce disclosed an insight that is even more remarkable. He uncovered a principle where souls of significant spiritual advancement frequently enter the dreamscapes of those within their soul group who are less progressed, providing them with counsel and solace. According to Cayce, encountering individuals who have departed or figures exhibiting exceptional insight in your dreams could literally mean you are gaining direction from a more spiritually mature being. However, another insight from Edgar Cayce sheds light on why particular dream interactions carry such a profound and foretelling significance. He learned that certain meetings within dreams serve as ethereal glimpses of future real-world interactions. Edgar Cayce explained that your deeper self occasionally orchestrates meetings with other souls in your dream state, occurring prior to your actual physical meeting, thereby preparing you for important connections or events that are predestined. This understanding led Edgar Cayce to recommend paying close heed to unfamiliar faces appearing in one's dreams, especially when they present with remarkable distinctness or strong emotional resonance. Cayce suggested that these individuals could be spirits you are destined to encounter soon, destined to influence your spiritual journey significantly. As Edgar Cayce stated, the cosmos is never wasteful. Each meeting within a dream holds significance for the advancement of your soul. We are now moving towards Edgar Cayce's most profound insight concerning love and our dream experiences. The information I'm preparing to reveal to you clarifies why true affection never truly ceases to exist. Instead, it simply transforms its nature through successive lives. Cayce found that a genuine soul-level affection for another creates a bond that surpasses mortality, the passage of moments, and any bodily distance. He believed that love forges what he termed everlasting connections, which persist in their growth and development through countless embodiments. However, there's a particular aspect Edgar Cayce unveiled regarding dreams of love, which many individuals often overlook. This insight has the potential to profoundly alter your perception of both your previous and present bonds. When a loved one visits your dreams, Edgar Cayce explained, it's seldom the personality or physical form you knew, but rather the timeless soul essence you've loved through many lives. Cayce taught that true love is soul recognition, that moment two eternal beings recall their cosmic bond. Through his insights, Edgar Cayce found soulmates aren't only romantic partners. He disclosed we have many soulmates each lifetime: family, friends, mentors, even strangers who deeply touch us. When a soulmate enters your dream, Cayce said your soul is either celebrating the link, healing a separation, or preparing for reunion. However, this next point may surprise you. Cayce disclosed that not all soulmate ties are meant to be permanent in every lifetime. Edgar Cayce posited that occasionally, spirits commit to a profound affection for a finite duration, imparting vital insights to one another before parting ways to pursue their distinct developmental paths. This connection doesn't vanish. Instead, it transmutes into a deeper understanding and an advancement of the spirit. Consequently, Edgar Cayce elucidated that encountering a former affection in your dreams doesn't uniformly suggest a need for physical reunion. At times, it signifies your inner self absorbing the profound spiritual contributions that particular bond offered to your journey of growth. Yet, Edgar Cayce uncovered an even more remarkable truth regarding dreams of love, a revelation destined to resonate deeply within your core. As per Edgar Cayce's insights, when a departed loved one manifests within your dreamscape, they could genuinely be making a direct visit from what he termed the ethereal domain. Cayce unveiled that the essence of love constructs pathways across different planes of existence, enabling spirits to sustain their connection even subsequent to their corporeal departure. According to Edgar Cayce, those we have lost frequently appear in our dreams, bringing solace, direction, or merely reassuring us of their well-being and affirming that affection transcends bodily life. These experiences are not merely products of hopeful imagination or part of the grieving process. Instead, Cayce believed them to be authentic meetings of souls. However, Edgar Cayce offered an even more exquisite insight regarding dreams imbued with love. He unveiled that each sincere expression of affection, every profound connection between spirits, and every genuine act of kindness contributes illumination to what he termed your soul's chronicle. This radiance never fades. Rather, it intensifies, generating luminous signals that draw kindred souls towards you throughout various existences. Cayce further asserted that the greater the affection you extend and receive, the more brilliantly your soul shines, thereby drawing your spiritual companions nearer and fostering more exquisite dream experiences. Furthermore, Edgar Cayce uncovered a profound understanding concerning dreams and emotional distress, a revelation with the potential to liberate you from prolonged anguish. Nevertheless, many individuals tend to miss this significant opportunity. According to Cayce, when an individual who has caused you distress manifests within your dream state, your deeper self is not, in fact, administering a punishment. Instead, it extends a clear pathway to healing. Cayce further clarified that emotional injuries generate what he refers to as psychic infections, residing in the soul's essence. Similar to physical ailments, these emotional lesions will fester if left unattended, impacting your present journey and potentially your subsequent lives. Your dreams, consequently, furnish a secure sanctuary for you to encounter and discharge these spiritual contaminations, all without a physical confrontation with the individual. The core principle, Cayce highlighted, involves engaging in dream forgiveness. This approach does not advocate for excusing damaging conduct or denying the reality of your hurt. Instead, it means acknowledging that, on a deeper soul plane, each difficult event presents a chance for expansion for all individuals implicated. The one who inflicted the wound is performing a part your soul agreed to embrace, precisely as you were performing a part in their own spiritual narrative. Authentic forgiveness experienced in dreams has the power to cleanse energetic attachments, resolve karmic obligations, and liberate you from carrying such distress into future lives. Yet any forgiveness that is merely coerced or feigned holds no real power. True healing unfolds organically as you comprehend the deeper spiritual intention woven into every encounter. Cayce further imparted that each individual appearing in your dreamscapes serves as a spiritual instructor, guiding you to develop qualities like compassion, profound wisdom, or acute discernment. When the soul's guiding lesson is fully embraced, the necessity for such dreams naturally lessens. He underscored that dreams function as a vital connection, helping you recall your inherent divine essence. The regularity and vividness of those who visit your slumbering mind mirror your current stage of spiritual awakening. Souls far along their journey might encounter soul reunion dreams where several important figures convene, indicating the fulfillment of significant karmic cycles. Cayce's counsel regarding these nocturnal encounters offers clear and specific instructions. Upon waking, promptly document your dream, detailing all individuals present, the feelings evoked, and any actions that transpired. Consider what specific quality this individual embodies. Ponder any unresolved feelings you carry towards them. Reflect on which part of your own being they mirror. Through meditation, deeper layers of meaning frequently emerge. Conclude your contemplation by asking, how does this dream invite my spiritual growth? When you perceive dream figures as spiritual guides, not mere emotional stimuli, your dreams become potent tools for conscious evolution. This leads to Cayce's central message. Each soul appearing in your dreams is a gift, guiding you to remember that love is the only reality and all else is merely temporary forgetting. Thank you for staying with me through this exploration. If you found value in our discussion today, please subscribe and share this video with someone who might benefit. And if you wish to offer further support for this work, you can now leave a super thanks below. It's a small way to say thank you, and it truly helps keep this channel active.